TGS. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Tuesday, February 12th, 2014, and this special edition of Real Talk is brought to you, as always, by MDE Clothing. Remember to go to mdeclothing.com and use the keyword BattleCam to get 20% off your order. And now, the Barbara Walters of BattleCam, Priceless One.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Real Talk yet again. Tonight we have Ghostdog co-hosting with me tonight. What's up, Ghosty?
Hey, what's up, sweetie? How you doing tonight? Thanks for having me on. Like I said last night, we're stealing that film on style where we just randomly hang out on each other's show all the time. So
Yes,
there you go.
Yep, we're like a package deal these days.
There you go.
Yep, tonight we have a special guest, Ghosty, as you know, and this is somebody who actually was one of the main influences that brought me to Battlecam. And this is somebody that I know really well and somebody I consider family and somebody who I feel like has done a lot for this site and continues to do so. And without further ado, I would like to introduce A1.
Priceless. What's going
What's
on?
up,
What's up,
A1?
Toxic. What's happening? All right. What's happening now?
How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Nice to have you back.
Thank you. It's nice to be back.
You're welcome. You have done many challenges on Battlecam throughout the year. Which challenge would you say was your hardest?
My hardest challenge?
Yeah, the hardest one to pull off.
All right. My hardest challenge to pull off was doing my nuts. It was though, and that's probably gonna come up again. I guarantee you. But yeah, it had to be nailing my nuts to my desk and
Wow.
setting them on fire.
Yeah, that was probably one of the gnarliest challenges I've seen besides Cavacho eating a pigeon.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Yeah. You were supposed to cut off your pinky for Alki. What happened with that?
You know what? I don't think Alki ever really wanted to do it. I don't know why, but we had all the time in the world to do it. I told him I would. I was serious, but like it never came up. It's probably one of the things where he was just like, "Do I really want A1 to cut off his pinky?" It was all in his hands, you know.
Yeah.
It really was because I was. If he would have said, "A1, I got this paperwork ready. It's time," then I would have took my pinky out. People know that. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But you got to think about what he thinks. And I know it's hard for us to do that, but is there like I don't even know, is there legal ramifications for that? Am I allowed to cut off my pinky and do that for $100,000? Like I never even looked into it that far, you know?
Do you think that he did and maybe found out that he wasn't
Oh,
allowed to?
definitely. I mean, come on now. Like, is that the kind of publicity he really wants? That's what I'm thinking. Like, Alfie pays a man to cut off his pinky. Like his pinky, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a pretty big thing to have to carry over your head.
That's heavy. Like, why would you do that? People would ask Alfie, why do you? What's the deal? You know?
Yeah. I'm gonna play a video for you, A1. And after the video, can you please explain to me what led to your anger and frustration?
Yeah.
Okay. Toxic, can you play that video for me?
Last year. How many fucking fights, attacks, things have you seen go in that studio that could have been either the same as mine or worse, and motherfuckers get promotions and shit like that? I fucking took off on that fool. Yeah. And everybody knew I was gonna do it. And all the motherfuckers that get slapped on the outs when they do that shit all the motherfucking time in there.
Promise.
Man, fuck Alki, homie.
You did promise, though. You did promise.
That's the bullshit.
You did promise, though. You promised. He called you on the phone. He had to call Ken. You promised you weren't gonna do nothing.
Who's Alki to keep a promise to? Fuck that fool.
You promised, though, man.
Fuck you too, Alex.
So, A1, what happened there?
That's that's kind of hard to explain. It was, you know, them things that you hear about. Let's just put it like this, where they say, I don't know, it's hard to even describe, but them people that don't exist, the people who are able to send emails and make you promises and things like that, you know. Well, I got a few of those, a few promises, and they didn't happen. So I felt like it was my duty to get on there and kind of make it known that I was upset. That was it. But I didn't mean fuck Alfie like that, you know?
Yeah.
I was upset. I get upset sometimes.
I think we all do. Do you feel that it's not right that you still aren't allowed at the studio after seeing all that has taken place there since you and the Croft incident?
I think, like, what's so different about me and my and what happened with me and Croft? I really do, because I've seen some crazy stuff happen throughout the years. And what made mine so different? Why am I the person that has never been invited back, not once? You know? Or why
Yeah.
hasn't my ban been lifted? Like, he blesses people with bans being lifted all the time. But I've come to the conclusion I'm never going to be allowed back. So, and I'm cool with that. Like, I like what I do here from home. It's not that important for me to be in the studio. I wouldn't do anything different that I was doing here. It would be a different platform. That's it.
Do you take it personally?
I wonder sometimes. I think, like, what's so different about my situation? That's it. And that's it.
Yeah.
I can go further into that, but yeah.
I understand that. Because like you, I've seen a lot of stuff, take place at the studio that I think is way worse than your incident with Croft. A lot of people misread your post on Facebook that you quit Battle Cam. Would you care to elaborate on that?
See, yeah, because I don't know what posts a lot of people are reading. Like, that's one thing I never do. I don't quit. I'm not a quitter. And if somebody said, like, A1 said he was going to quit Battle Cam with somewhat fine will. You know what I did? I left a post on Facebook that said, I'm going to take a break from
From
camming on Battle
camming.
Cam. I said a few other things at the bottom. I said, I'll see you in chat. It was telling people on my Facebook that people that used to see me every day, that I wouldn't be on for a week or so. You know what I mean? That was my intent. And I did have a few things to do. But people always want to twist things up and make them sound like something they're not. When I say I'm leaving BC, if I ever do, if that day comes where I say I'm leaving BC, I'm really leaving BC. I said I was taking a break, and that's what I meant. And now I'm back.
And you took what, like a 2-week break?
Maybe about 10 days or some shit.
Okay.
Cool. I was gonna jump in here with a couple questions real quick, Pricely.
Go for it.
I'm sorry to cut you off. I was just gonna jump in there real quick because I'm curious myself now. How did the seance come about, and do you have any experience really with black magic? Because when you did it looked pretty crazy. Like you had some mojo going and you set everything up. It looked pretty official. I'm just a little curious about that.
You know what? The seance was that was my first challenge on Battle Cam, man. That was my first Battle Cam challenge. Alki told me to go pull 2 strangers off the street, bring them to my house, and do a seance and scare them. And I did exactly that, and it kind of backfired on me. I just grabbed the nearest things that were closest to me, a pan. I got some paper, put it on fire. I got some spray paint, put a circle around it. I tried to act as best I could to make it look real. I wanted the people to be scared. I didn't want Alki to think I was faking, you know? So they took it real serious. I got a gun pulled on me that night, man. Like, not just pulled on me. I had that shit. She cocked it back in one in the chamber, like, and she was scared.
You really flipped those people out, and it had like a really strong reaction. I don't think you were expecting at all. Everybody was like taken back by that.
Yeah. I would never in a million years expected that shit to happen, ever. I'm like, come on, man, what are the chances?
I hear you. I have one more question, and that was Priceless already kind of touched on it before, but you've done a lot of crazy stunts on cam and stuff like that. And, we see you do them, and then we might see you in the lineup a little bit more like anybody else, but then you go back to real life. Have you ever woke up the next day from any of these really hurting and stuff? Because you went pretty hard, and I know from being in piercing shops and tattoo places and stuff like that, from doing that stuff, the next day, man, you feel that a lot more than when you're doing it because your endorphins and stuff wear off. So what's that been like for you, and has anything been really bad?
Probably the worst thing and it was a challenge that went wrong. Was when I did that to my nuts. What was that? About a month, 2 months ago.
Yeah, like 6
That
weeks, 2 months
that went
ago.
terribly wrong,
Yeah.
dude. That was not supposed to happen like that. And I should have known that no matter what, when you touch fire to something on your body, your instant reaction is gonna be to jerk back to get away from the fire. But I wasn't thinking like what was gonna happen with that nail inside there, and I ripped them open. I fucked myself up that day.
You are the
Bad.
only. I just want to say real quick, and sorry to cut you off or anything, but you're the only person on Battlecam who has ever made me faint. And I've seen Cavacho do some pretty disgusting stuff. When you were saying I'm leaking, my hands started tingling. Next thing you know, I woke up on the floor shaking. I was just gone. Complete fell out of my chair, dude. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I'm also a pussy. Continue.
You know what though? That was the worst thing. So I mean, I kind of feel you on that. I was tripping out. A lot of blood. That was a lot of blood that day. Took a while to heal. I got a big scar from that.
Were you affected by it for weeks or just days after it?
Shit, man. I'll say a good 2.5 weeks.
Wow.
No joke.
Were you unable to have sex for 2.5 weeks, or did it hurt when you did have sex after it? Or
You know what? I didn't have sex for about a good week and a half, and then when I did, I had to take my time. I mean, like protect my jewels because they were hurt. But yeah, I'm all right now.
did you go to the doctors over that, or did you treat the wound yourself?
I treated it myself. Did everything here.
I kind of wanted to know, did it come out like a sprinkler?
No, it was leaking. Exactly how I said it was leaking, homie. Like just straight up a constant leak. A lot of blood.
Wow. A1, you have raised your nephews for the past 2 years now. How has raising them changed your life?
Man, it changed my whole life. Changed my whole life. Everything. Um, yeah, like in a good way, in a very good way. I needed something like that in my life, especially when they came. They came at the perfect time. Like I look at them as a blessing, and I don't regret ever having them here. I love them. Yeah, they're good kids. They changed my life in a good way.
You
Because
feel
I
like
think of them before I do stuff now, like I used to my wife. Now it's like
yeah.
I have a family. Like these guys look up to me, and they do. So like I'm no role model for anybody. Trust me. But I have to do the best I can for them because I'm all they got.
Yeah, but don't you find that they make you want to be a better person?
Hell yeah, are you kidding me? I want them
Yeah,
to be proud of me.
yeah, I know that feeling. Um, you recently lost a godson, A1. Can you please tell me about that? What happened?
Yeah. One of my best friends, my wife's best friend, my best friend. She had a baby 4 months ago. And the baby had problems. We knew from the beginning. Even when she asked us to be the godparents, like we knew the baby had problems. He had Down syndrome. He was born with a hole in his heart. And he passed away earlier this month. The funeral's tomorrow. He goes to the funeral tomorrow.
How old was she?
He was
Or
4 months.
he? 4 months?
Yeah.
Sorry to hear that, man. Respect, bro. For real. Sorry.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he's free of it. Like I said on Facebook, like he had a hard life, man. He was fighting to live the whole time he was here. Now you don't have to do that. He's always in the hospital. Like I don't know.
Just everything was an ongoing battle, and now he's at peace. Ghostdog, do you have a question for A1?
Yeah, man, that was a little intense, man. Once again, for real, bro. I mean it from my heart. I know, man, that shit sucks. I'm really sorry you're going through that, but I know you're a strong man. You're gonna carry it right. So to lighten up the mood a little bit, everyone's been talking about this crazy shit all week long. Everybody's trying to get at it, involved every which way. I gotta ask you straight out, homie, and I know you probably hate the man. I know I fucking do. What do you think about the Zimmerman fight?
Man, I was wondering, like from the first time I heard about it, would there be any backlash? Like, I don't know if people understand like how big of a situation that could become, even outside of a boxing ring. Like, come on, man.
I just
I don't.
wanted to
Go ahead.
jump in here real quick. The recent update is that it's definitely not happening now. Even if it was all done for charity and all the money went to charity, to the Trayvon Martin charity, Trayvon Martin's family said they would not accept the money for that thing because they are not for the promotion of violence. That is the newest news. Alki David is totally pulled out. You may not continue to Real Talk with Priceless and Ghostdog with special guest day one right here on TGS.
But with that being said, I think that's good. I'll leave it at that.
Cool. I was going to shoot you one more quick question, and that was, we're all on battle cam. We see each other going at each other all the time and this and that, and sometimes it gets under your skin. It's happened to me. It's happened to Priceless. It's happened to Toxic. It's obviously happened to you. We're all just people, and sometimes someone will piss you off. Do you carry any real bad ill will towards anyone? Like if you seen them, like it would be another crop type of thing?
You know what? No, I don't, in all reality, because I think sometimes would I really waste more time and energy, maybe even my freedom, whatever it is, for somebody that says some things to me on battle cam. Like, people told me when I first came here, don't take anything personal. Like, and if you do, then this probably ain't the best place for you. I didn't listen, but I learned a lesson. It was a hard one, but I learned never to take nothing serious and carry no grudges. So no, I wouldn't fire on anybody if I seen them out there.
I have, speaking of Croft, I have seen Croft coming at you recently. What's going on with that?
You know what? He's trying to get a reaction out of me. That's what he loves. Croft thrives on attention. Misery loves company. Like, he really don't know what it's like to have. He says, hey, one, there's no friends here. These motherfuckers, because he don't have any friends. He don't know what it's like to have any. He lives out in the woods. The life he chose is his. It's his fault. Like, you can't blame anybody for anything that you've done in your past. We make all our own choices. Even me, I don't blame nobody for the time I did in prison, any of that. But he wants attention. He wants me to be that dude that gets on there and yells back and forth with him. But I can't do that. I can't do that anymore. That would be dumb for me to try to fight a battle that I've already won. Like, there's nothing else I could ever do to him, ever, again, in life. So
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, speaking of Croft, we'll keep on this for one more or two. On the way to the studio, you guys have been beefing a lot, and you had said, for real, when I see you, I'm gonna beat your motherfucking ass, dude. It's on. When you were on the way over to the studio and you knew he was there, were you 100% like, as soon as I see this guy, that's it, I'm taking my chance?
You know what? That's exactly what it was. It's like, this is my one and only chance. I remember people talking for months before anybody really thought it was going to happen. Nobody thought Croft and A1 would show up there at the same time. People were saying for months, like, it'll never happen. If it does, it's going to be 1 in a million. And I thought he felt the same way about me that I felt about him. Because that's what he portrayed himself to be on camera. That's what I knew. That's the only Croft I knew before I actually seen him in real life. Was the one screaming, yelling, threatening to kill my wife. So I took the opportunity and he didn't. But yeah.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
I hate to jump in or whatever, but like, I have a question just like exactly about this one subject, and if I don't ask now, forget it. But uh, how did you feel when people started calling it a sucker punch, man? Because I mean, it was kind of like a blindside punch. I mean, admittedly, it was a blindside punch,
Yeah,
but like when people were calling it a sucker punch, like how did that make you feel? Did you feel like it was retribution, or did you feel like, yeah, I'm taking this advantage, I'm taking advantage of the situation?
I was like, you know what? He knew before I was on my way there. Everybody was telling me like they were switching spots and seats, and Carl said he was gonna put me in a headlock and do this and that for me. And I felt like he was disrespecting me by not even standing up in the first place. Everybody else stood up, shake my hand, say hello, and he just sat there like if he was safe. You know what I mean? And I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
A result of that, it all went down. We've all seen the famous clip. It's probably one of the most watched clips in the absolute history of Battle Cam. It's definitely one of the most memorable things in Battle Cam. It's quoted daily when both of you was seen. Aside from all that, when it was all over and stuff like that, did you feel like you might go to jail for this?
Yeah, there was a time where I really thought I was going to jail. I thought I was gone for sure. I was like, damn it, what the fuck? Did I really just do that on television? Like, did I really just let them get that on tape? And I didn't really get to finish top six questions. I just want to say something real quick. Like as far as people looking at it as a sucker punch, only the sucker got punched. That's the way I really did look at it. I didn't go out of my way to hurt him. Trust me, I could have hit him a lot harder. My intention was to go in there and put him in a headlock. That was it.
Were you ever provoked by anybody on Battle Cam to come at Croft prior to that?
You know what? But I guess those are like some things that you just don't talk about. You know. But was it fueled? Was there things behind it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But those are
Okay. You were the last guest on Mike's show when it got dropped. Did you take that personally?
it tripped me out, right? Because I was a guest on a show when it got dropped. We were actually doing a live show when he cut it.
Yes.
So I didn't know what to think. I'm like, wow, I'm doing a live show. I'm his guest. I'm getting ready to do a challenge on live television, and he cut it off. And it just, I think I was right to wonder why it happened when I was on.
Yeah, and it was cut off before you did your challenge too, right?
Yeah, he was like, this show is done with. That was it.
And it just got taken off air.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you left like not too long after that. And I could kind of tell that you're, upset. And
Somebody made a statement. I think it was Harry Balzac. Like before that happened, like right after Alfie cut it, he was like, A1's banned from the studio. That means studio productions. And I'm like, even he was trolling, even though he was just trolling, it made me feel like, did I just get Mike's show canceled? And so yeah, I
yeah,
felt a little responsible. I was like, fuck. I took it like you picked the fucking perfect time to do that. That's it.
because you got fed on it. Okay. What would you say has been your best and worst moment on Battle Cam?
Best moment. Best moment. Um, you know what? And a lot of people don't want people to take this the wrong way because it was never the money, right? But my first payout, right, that I got before Christmas, um, not this Christmas, last Christmas, that showed me like, A1, you were dedicating time, doing challenges, earning that money. It felt good to earn it, right? I was like, hell yeah. And I was able to get something for everyone in my family that year. Everybody. Nieces, nephews, aunts, uncles, brother, sister. So that was my best moment. and my nephews knew that I earned it. My worst moment was going down there and doing it at the studio. Because I didn't think it would cost me that much. I really didn't. I really, really, really didn't.
If you could take that moment back, would you?
You know what? I would do it different. I wouldn't take
How?
back the opportunity,
Okay.
but I would have let him stand up or let him come outside. I wouldn't have necessarily attacked him like that in the studio, you know?
Yeah. You would have waited for a better moment. Okay.
Hey, A1.
Yeah.
Can you explain what is pan style?
Pan style?
Yeah,
That's something,
tell me what pan style means. Because you were like,
you know
pan
what?
style,
Oh,
bitch.
bitch,
Pan
pan
style.
style. And he had his
You know
elbow up.
what? It was actually cross words. He was saying pin style, like the pin, like the penitentiary,
Oh, I thought you
and
were
that's
talking
what he
about
felt he was
Pans,
in.
like you were defending DJ Pans, like when they came in and jumped him. Because I remember you made
You know
comments
what?
about they beat him up or something like that, and you didn't like that very much.
Oh
Yeah.
no, I didn't like that at all. I didn't like the fact that how it went down and how Croc was bragging about him wearing his bracelet. Not jacked in pin style, bitch. This is how we do it. And I had him in
Oh,
chokehold and
the whole time I thought you were saying Pans, like you were taking up for DJ Pans this whole time.
no,
Holy
no, no.
shit!
But
Oh,
Pan style, you know what?
that makes sense though.
Pan was really hurt. A lot of people don't know.
Yeah,
Man,
he
I
was
had got
offended.
a fucked up email from Pans like that night. That boy was really, 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 really hurt. I mean, he was like, just what the fuck? Like, not hurt from what happened. He was hurt. Like, why did they fucking set him up like that? Why did they kick him out after like that, make him feel like shit, look like shit? And I was like, this
Embarrass
motherfucker.
him.
Oh. So yeah, it rubbed me the wrong way. That's it.
Yeah, I understand that. Is there anyone from Battle Cam that you haven't met that you want to?
Oh, that's a good question. There's a lot of people that I haven't met and I still want to meet. One that stands out, I would say, I would like to hang out with Tommy.
With who?
Tommy.
Okay.
Well, you know what I mean? I would like to have some drinks with him, chill out. He's been cool with me since the day I came here. So yeah.
Is that it?
I mean, off the top of my head, one that I had to pick, yeah.
Okay. That's a good one. That's someone I want to meet too. And Plunged.
Plunge, no doubt.
And Rissa and Ruin.
Funny, everybody.
For sure. Okay. If you could change one thing about yourself, A1, what would you pick and why?
If I could change one thing about myself, I would change what do they call it when you want so much. Because like I have everything I need in life, right? I have a roof over my head. I got food in my stomach. I have friends, family. But for sometimes I feel like, damn, there's so much more. I want this, I want this, I want that. I want to, if I could change anything, I would want to change the way I think and just feel content. I would want to feel like I have everything and it's hard to explain. That's it.
Okay. I think it's ambition. I think the chat's right. I think you have, you're just a very ambitious person. And I just, and that's nothing wrong with that. That's not a fault, It's really not. Um, So there's this list going around, Joe's list, and as you know, you placed on it. What do you think of Joe's list, and do you have a top 5?
You know what? The list I just heard about there for yesterday, so you guys know. Actually, on this show, I was waiting for it, and I seen it yesterday. I seen where I was placed at. I read the names. I think it's just something they did when they were bored. Doesn't mean anything. It's like what 9 people's opinion, but it was a trip. I think it stirred up a lot of controversy and a lot of people are upset. So if they set out to get reaction, they got it. And if I had top 5 broadcasters,
Mm-hmm.
as far as broadcasters go, Flans, Tommy, Shawnee, Sugar the Spice, and the only reason I'm keeping you guys out is because you're on the interview. And the 4th one, whose room do I go to a lot?
You're on 5,
Oh, 5.
so one more.
I like BTF. I really do. I've liked them for a long time. I miss Ellie. I would say Ellie Bish, but I haven't seen her in so long. Ellie Bish, no matter what. I gotta switch BTF for Ellie Bish.
Okay. Now, you have something big coming up, A1. Do you care to share with us what that is?
You know what? When I was off, taking that break from camming on Battle Cam, I got a movie role, and yeah, I'm gonna be in a movie soon with a good role. Nothing to do with Battle Cam at all.
Nice.
Producers, things like that. I'm gonna be traveling to California, and should be interesting. It's gonna be the first thing that I've done that's actually might change my life, you know?
Yeah. And how did all of this come into play? Like, how did you find this movie role?
You know what? A2, that's A2. A lot of people don't know, but she's everything to me. She does everything. Like, everything that I've accomplished is because of her, you know? And
Yeah.
she was filing out emails and looking for background roles, you know what I mean? If they needed anybody to be in backgrounds and things like that. And she put it together, a little portfolio for me, sent it to a director that was looking for a certain role that I fit. And they started emailing each other back and forth until he got in contact with me, and we discussed what he wanted me to do, and I got a role in the movie, a nice one.
Nice. What can you tell us what kind of movie it is?
You know what? It's gonna be drama, action, and I hope, like, if it's the way that they're sounding, it should be real good. It's perfect for me.
Wow, that's great. Ghost, do you have any questions about the movie?
I have a million questions about it because I'm a movie buff, as you can kind of see behind me. I just want to wait until it comes out and not spoil anything and just appreciate it brand new and just take it in as a first time experience.
Oh yeah.
And really, congratulations, man. I'm hella jelly over that. I would do anything just be like the guy in the background in one good movie
And
in my
that's all I
fucking
wanted to do.
life.
That was the background. Yeah, but certain. Yeah, it tripped me out. I'm still tripped out about it.
I have a question about the movie.
Yeah.
Are you getting a main role or a supporting role?
Supporting.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That is so awesome, A1. I'm so freaking proud of you. because I know that you're just something that you're just gonna kick ass at, and it's gonna be nice to see you shine.
We start filming next month, but in the meantime, I've been working for somebody doing just distribution and advertising, like, so I've been doing all right.
And what are you doing with that? Are you just
pavement? My feet are to the pavement. People like say about they'll do anything to go make money. I go to parking lots, tract homes, apartment complexes, business to business, and pass out people's flyers. That's what I've been doing.
That's cool. So A1, this is I'm going to go ahead and open Skype in a second. But before I do, I love to end on this question. Where would you like to see yourself in 3 years from now?
3 years?
Yeah.
I want to see myself in a house.
Okay.
I mean, I know that seems like, oh, just a house. I want to see me in a house and my family doing good. But like, that's been my goal for the last 5 years, was to get into a nice house. Because my front room, that's why I'm not able to like invite people to my house and stuff. I made my front room into a room for my nephews when I brought them to my house. So I want to get them a room. That's my goal. They're getting to a point where they want their privacy, you know?
Yeah. That's cool of you. That's very admirable, I would say. You know, I know what it's like to be a parent, and you just want nothing but the best for your children, and you want to just be able to give them everything, and when you can't, it frustrates the hell out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and open up the Skype line. So Cavacho and everyone else, if you would like to call in and ask A1 a question, feel free to do so now at Kel Loves Orange Soda.
JB, good luck.
Hello, Cavacho. Welcome to the call. How you doing?
First of all, I want to say good evening, A1. Congratulations on the movie and also on your interview here. I think it's been very successful. I do have a question that was similar to what they were asking, and that is, do you think because of the 2 or 3 years from now, do you think that you'll pretty much be well off? And do you think Alki will ever pay out the money that he owes people?
Do I think I'll be well off? I don't know what well off is.
Well
I
off
would love
could
to be
be in
content.
love or in
I mean, it
finances.
came up earlier. I would love to feel content, you know? But do I think Alfie will ever pay out the money? No comment. I really don't even want to get into that. But no.
Okay. And one last question. How is A2 doing?
It's my broadcast room, Christy, dummy. All right, tell me again. Jose too? She's doing good.
Yeah, because I know that right now it's a hard time with the family, especially with the loss of the godson. And I, personally want to extend the condolences like I did on Facebook. But, I hope you know that I send I guess you could say my best spirits and best will with you the entire way. There's no way that I would ever wish anything bad for you or your family or any broadcaster.
It's good stuff.
I look at it this way. We may not be blood family, but we are battle cam family, and that's what matters.
Yes. True that. That's sweet,
And that's all I
Cavacho.
wanted to interject this time, you guys. And remember, A1, only one thing I can say. A1 Army, all day, every day.
All right,
Okay?
go look.
Have a good night.
Oh, she got a crazy look.
That's sweet. And we're back.
Did he have Lewisburg for his cover?
Did what?
Did he have Lewisburg for his screenshot for his Skype? Was that Lewisburg on his?
Yeah, that was Lucifer.
Yeah, he's funny.
Yeah.
But man, I appreciate you guys taking out the time tonight.
No, I thank you too.
No, I have fun. It was cool.
It's always a pleasure having you here, A1. You're like family to me, you know? And
Yeah,
you
that
are
was
family to me.
definitely solid interview, and I encourage more people to call in while we got the man here.
Yeah.
Call in at Kel Loves Orange Soda, hang out, and see what's going on.
Come blaze with us. Are you smoking a J, A1?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hey, so Price,
Yes.
were you invited to Mike and I's friend's birthday bash?
Yes, I was.
What do you think about that?
I honestly don't think I'm gonna go. But like I think it's gonna be a cool event, you know, like I'm sure that there's gonna be a lot of celebrities and whatnot there.
Mm-hmm. I can't vote. Got something big on that day.
Hello, blue-eyed girl.
Blue-eyed girl.
What's up, audio?
A1, what is... Okay. All right, what's up?
I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and next week we're going to be having our season finale, and then we're taking a little break for a minute. Next week we are going to have the real Justin King Troll, and we'll see what happens with that one next week. And like I said, we'll be taking a break. And Ghostdog, what do you got going on the next Tales of Bizarre?
Next Tales of Bizarre is going to be on Monday night. We just finished up the 2-part marijuana special, breaking down the history and all that. We had a really good overview last night from different people from all over the country and in Canada, what's going on with their local marijuana scene. So it's been kind of, and all through December I did Serial Killer Month. It's been a little heavy lately, and I haven't really talked about any of my real favorite things, which is animals that may or may not exist, cryptozoology. So next week I'm going to be coming back, and we're going to be talking about the chupacabra.
Ah, interesting.
Definitely one of the more vicious beasts roaming the lands that's getting a lot of media these days. I think it's a cool little topic, and as usual, I hope that you're there hanging out with me talking about this crazy beast.
Yes, I will be.
And then we got Fresh Prince coming up on Wednesday night. That's going to be tomorrow night.
Yes,
That's going to be Toxic and Trev, and they always have cool stuff to talk about as far as comic books, new movies, video games. They're hella tech savvy guys that I'm definitely not. But one thing I can jump right in there and swing with the fences with them, goddamn Walking Dead came back. I'm so fucking excited to talk about this dumb TV show. I'm such a fanboy, it's ridiculous. I'm like getting emotional thinking about it.
Wow.
So that will, be Fresh Prince tomorrow night. You should definitely, everyone, come and hang and check that out. It's always a fun show.
Yeah, for sure. A1, do you plan on doing any more challenges?
You know what? I can't do anything right now. I can't even cut my hair. So, no, not anytime soon. But if this is my last minute to talk real quick at the end of the show, man, I want to tell everybody that came through, man, and paid attention, whatever, took some time out of your night. Thank you. I really do mean that. And, man, stay tuned. You know what I mean? They ain't over for A1. That's on everything. And Battle Cam is a big part of my life, whether anybody wants to believe it or not. A2 always has my back, so, man, keep looking out for your boy. And it's always a pleasure, Toxic. I swear. That's real, man. You do great. You're good at what you do. Pricey,
thank you, man.
Love you.
Thank you. I love you too.
So, yeah, everybody enjoy your
no
night.
doubt, man. No doubt.
Oh, yeah.
A1, I had one more question. Like, are you planning on, while you work on this movie, are you planning on staying off Battle Cam and focusing all on the movie? Or are you going to still cam up while you're working on that project?
you know what? It's all gonna depend on what they want me to do. I'm gonna find out everything. That's why I can't go to Mike's party. I'm gonna find out everything on the 15th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good luck on everything. I wish you nothing but the best with that. I am so proud of you. Like, you have no idea. Like, this is just amazing to me that you have this opportunity. And I just suggest you run with it.
So yeah.
And
Thank
I
you,
wish you
guys.
both nothing but the best. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to Real Talk. This episode was with A1. Thank you again for stepping in and doing this show with me tonight. I love it. And you're more than welcome to drop back anytime and call in as a guest or whatever. And maybe we can get another interview after you do the movie.
Yeah.
You can tell me about that.
Okay, Sandra. All right, you guys. Much love, man. Out.
Much love to you. Later, A1. And this has been a TGS production. Thank you for tuning into Real Talk. Ghostdog, thank you for being my co-pilot.
Oh, no doubt, Pricey.
Thank you for everyone who tunes in every week and who tuned in tonight. I appreciate you all. And I hope you have a good night. And stay tuned for next week's Real Talk. Like I said, the season finale with Justin. Thank you again. Good night.